Hi, I'm Camilla. I'm a parenting coach. A little bit about me. I'm 39 years old and I have a son who's 7 years old, and I have a background in psychology. Every week I share different tools and techniques that work for me and have worked for my clients, different tools that can work in everyday life for children and parents, really empowering parents to have an easier, more enjoyable everyday life. So I drop these videos once a week, so please feel free to like and subscribe. And today I'm here to talk to you about morning routines. So we know that mornings can be quite a struggle. As a parent, mornings can be a bit of a nightmare, really. They can be areas where there's power struggles with children, there's delaying tactics, there's people not wanting to get up, there's people not wanting to get dressed, there's people not wanting to get outdoor. And that's just the parents, No, that's obviously the kids. But there's something about if you set up a good morning routine, then actually things can be so much smoother and so much easier. So what has worked for a lot of my clients before is sitting down with your child. So depending on the age group, of course, but if your child is at an age where you can actually make a plan together, it works so well. If you sort of say, okay, what are the 5 things we need to do every morning before we go to school? And then get them to maybe draw a picture of it so that it can hang on the fridge, or it can be on a clipboard where they tick it off. Just be creative with it. But there's something about them having visual cues to help remind them, because if they're able to look at this visual cue and remember, of course you're going to need to remind them. But there's something about you're not going to need to nag them and remind them over and over and over again, because that's when we start going crazy. When we've asked our child to put on their shoes 8 times, we're just just put on your shoes, just do what I'm saying. Obviously, nobody wants to start the day like that. That's not fun for them. It's not fun for you. You don't want to feel like this ogre who's sent their kids off to school in this terrible mood, So just think about, let's empower our children to actually help themselves and set up a really good routine and a good practice for them that can only possibly improve. It could be things like, right, what are the 5 things we need to do? Just keep it simple, 4 or 5 things. Things like we wake up, we get our clothes out, we pack our bag, we have breakfast, we brush our teeth. Or, if that's all too much, if they're at the age where you're helping them, pack their bags or get the clothes out for them or whatever, that's fine. But there's something about, you need to have your teeth brushed, you need to have breakfast, you need to get your clothes on, you need to have your outer, your jacket and get your bag, just certain steps, and get them to draw this, get them involved, it's almost like making a little mini contract with them when they're agreeing to this, because if you let the rules, the picture that you've drawn or the words they've written down be the boss, then you don't have to be the boss. Of course, you need to still encourage them to do these things, but there's something about having a certain structure and a certain everyday routine so that it's familiar, it's predictable. Children like things to feel safe and predictable, then they know what's coming, and then they just feel, it's a nice way to start the day. They feel more contained and held. And if they're part of that process, it can work really, really well. However, here's the other thing. We know that routines and structure work really well for children, but there's something about actually they work really well for us as well. So what do you need in order to start your day in a positive state of mind? This whole kind of waking up at the crack of dawn and, not having had enough sleep, and you've got to drink 5 cups of coffee before your eyes are even open, and the children are coming in and you're just oh, it's too loud. Just leave mommy alone for another 5 minutes. That is not an empowered way to start the day. That can only set you up feeling like you're one step behind, or the day has got you, rather than you having control of the day. It feels like the day has got control of you. So what makes you feel good? What really lights you up? What empowers you? What makes you just feel like you're looking forward to the day? For some people, it's an extra special cup of coffee in the morning. For some people, it's getting up and putting on their favorite song and dancing for 5 minutes. Maybe say some positive affirmations in the mirror. Maybe, get up half an hour early and meditate. It might seem harder to get up that first or second time, but after you get into a rhythm and maybe you're just going to bed 15 minutes earlier, you're going to start feeling so much better. So have a think. You are the expert on you. You know what's going to suit you best. The days we wake up and we feel in a good place, we're set up to win the day. We know that when we feel like that, we have so much more to give to our families, to our children. When we wake up and we're edgy and irritated and just, tired and not having fun, our children feel that. And it kind of feeds into this vicious cycle. The more crabby you get, the more crabby they get. And it can lead to power struggles where they're refusing or denying, you know, not like wanting to get their bag ready or get in the car or whatever it might be. So there's something about, it's a two-pronged approach. You need a routine and structure for them, but you also need to have some sort of plan or routine for you. And let it be something you're excited about. Don't make it feel like a chore. Make it feel something, you know, something that you're really looking forward to, because then when you wake up in the morning, you think, here comes another day. Like, how lucky are we that we have another day, because we don't know how many days we've got left, right? It could end at any time. Something about enjoying the days that we have and being really connected with the people that we love. And the best way to do that is to fill up our own cup, you know, fulfill our own needs, because then we've got so much more to give to the people around us. We need to charge our own batteries. So self-care is so crucial here. So let me know in the comments if you've, you know, got a routine that already works for you, or ideas, you know, share them in the comments. There might be other parents out there who really want some inspiration or ideas, and you guys are a fount of knowledge. So share with each other, and let me know how this works for you. But please feel free to like and subscribe and share my videos with others that might be able to benefit from it as well. And I'll be back again next week, because I'm back every week with practical skills that you can put into practice in your everyday life right away. Okay, have a fantastic morning wherever you are.